finesse the source. I master the course, and I'm still alive, man. Jesus walks. Yes. What's good, people? Myself, Man Like Rage. Back with another episode for you lot. Back with another video for you lot. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're new here, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Support your boy. God bless you. Let's get into this. Okay, so Ghetts' court case was scheduled for today, the 12th of February 2026, where he was meant to get sentenced. Now, I wasn't even going to make this video. I'm going to be honest. I wasn't even going to make this video, but people was commenting on my post and messaging me, asking me for the update. What did Ghetts get sentenced to? How long did he get? And all of these things. So I'm going to just give you the update about the court case today, about the sentencing today, what happened and everything, just to let you know what happened. But for those of you who are new here and don't know what's going on and may not have heard what had happened or all the details, even though you can check my channel and I've got all the videos on my channel with all the information and everything, but I'm just going to do a quick recap. Now, obviously, I'm not going to go over all my old videos now and all of these things. So what I am going to do, I'm just going to read the write-up from Sky, as you lot can see. Hope you lot can see that. From Sky News. This is the write-up of what happened with the Ghetts situation on Sky News. I'm just going to quickly go over that just so that, you know, you lot can refresh your memory of what happened and all of the other details. And then I've got some pictures actually that I'm going to show you from the court case, from the courtroom. Sorry, not the court case, but from the courtroom. I've got some pictures that I'm going to show you from the courtroom. Because obviously I explained that you're not allowed to take no mobile device, no electronic devices into the Old Bailey. And it is very, very strict. You have to leave your stuff in your car or around wherever. You're not allowed to take no electronic devices into there. So I got some pictures that I'm going to show you lot, because me personally, I'm a visual learner in it. I learn things by seeing, and I understand things better by seeing and, you know, with my eyes. So for those of you that are also like that, I'm going to show you lot these pictures to help you lot paint an image of the courtroom and all of these things as well. But let me get into this right up. All right, so rapper Ghetts facing charges after allegedly causing death by dangerous driving. That's what they said at the time. Obviously, it was allegedly at the time, but rapper Ghetts is charged with death by dangerous driving. Prosecutors added 2 further counts of dangerous driving as Justin Clark Samuel, known as Ghetts, appears in court over fatal hit-and-run allegations. At the time, it was allegations. The rapper Ghetts, who's allegedly caused a death by hit-and-run collision, is facing further charges. The rapper was charged at the end of last month after a 20-year-old died in a road incident in northeast London. The musician, whose real name Justin Clark Samuel, initially faced a single count of causing death of Yuban Tamang by dangerous driving. He now faces 2 further charges of driving dangerously before and after the collision on the 18th of October. So it says here 2 extra charges, but I believe it was actually 3 or 4. See, that's what I'm saying. I've got the information in my old videos if you don't want to go and check and find out. But, yeah. It is alleged he drove dangerously in Tavistock Place in the Bloomsbury area of central London and on other roads in the borough of Camden, North London. Now, on that night, if you don't remember, Ghetts was at a party with obviously friends and family and other celebrities, public figures within our scene, our culture. He left the party intoxicated and he began to drive his vehicle home. Now, on the way home, that's when the collision happened. On his way home, sorry, that's where the collision happened. And it was recorded that even before that initial collision happened, he had collided with another vehicle earlier on that night. And he also collided with another vehicle. This whole case now is just like, so much has happened since then. And the reason why I wasn't even going to make this video is because I'm working on a whole another project, which you lot are going to see very, very soon. So even I'm refreshing my memory as I'm going over this for you lot, because you lot was messaging me and writing comments. The collision with Mr. Tamang occurred in Redbridge Lane, Ilford at 11:33 p.m. on October the 18th. The Met Police said Clark Samuel is accused of failing to stop after his BMW hit the victim. Mr. Tamang died on the 20th of October. So condolences again to Tamang and his family. To the Tamang family. He was knocked over on the 18th, and by the 20th, he had passed away. Clark Samuel allegedly continued to drive dangerously in Worcester Crescent, Redbridge, on the journey back to his home in, I'm not going to say, but East London. The black BMW, which is allegedly registered and insured in the defendant's name, was said to have suffered significant damage. I spoke about this as well in my other video that, after the incident happened, the police went to his house and they found that the car was parked a few roads away from his house, and they saw that they had significant damage to the bumper and to the windscreen, and there was a side mirror missing. But they found the side mirror on the scene of the accident, and they linked the side mirror to Ghetts' vehicle. The rapper has been in custody since a preliminary hearing at Barkingside Magistrates Court on the 27th of October. And that's the court case that I was in attendance of. On Monday, he appeared at the Old Bailey by video link from Pentonville Prison and spoke to confirm his name. Mr. Tamang's family watched in court, having travelled to the UK from Nepal. Adjourning the case, Judge Nigel Lickley, KC, said Clark Samuel could appear in court by video link again next time as he remanded him in custody. Okay. All right, so for those of you that didn't know, that was just a recap quickly of the incident that happened leading to Ghetts being in jail. Obviously, those of you that have watched the videos and know the details, you already know all of these things. Now, I'm going to move on to the update that I received about the court case, the sentencing today. Let me just get to my messages. All right, so firstly, I'm just going to show you these images. So when you enter the room of the Old Bailey, as you lot can see, on the right-hand side at the top, that is where friends and family sits. Everyone sits at the top there, and you get a bird's eye view of the court case. And then you have the prosecutors, defendants, and everyone sat down below, and the judge is sat at the top, and there's a screen in the corner. There's a screen, a TV screen in the corner, and that is where appearances were made, obviously, of Ghetts. And then, yeah, this is just another image to show you how it looks from the bird's eye view. You're looking down on the whole case, and this is actually the courtroom from the Old Bailey. Now, I just want to quick disclaimer. I did not take these images. These are not my photos. I got these images from Google. These are Google images, okay? Old Bailey, before you lot want to try and look for man like Rage and try prosecute me for breaching the rules or whatever it is, whatever laws you lot have put in place. I did not take these photos. These are images from Google. I Googled these images, Old Bailey, and I found these images, and I saw that from when I was there, these are the exact images. But with that being said, let me move on. Okay. Ghetts was scheduled to attend court today, the 12th of February 2026, at the Old Bailey for sentencing. The judge made it extremely clear that Ghetts has no further options but to appear live in court today, as he was not in court for the previous hearing but showed up via video link on a TV screen within the courtroom. The judge also added it will be in your best interest to make sure you are sat in courtroom on this given date. To make sure you are sat in the courtroom on this given date. So today, the judge said it will be in your best interest to make sure you are sat in this courtroom. It has been recorded that the case for Ghetts' sentencing today was postponed. The new court date will now be in March of 2026, but the exact date is unknown. The exact reason for sentencing being postponed has not been stated, but speculation has it that the defense team may have requested more time in order to gather more evidence and character references in support of Ghetts' case. Now, if you lot watch my old video, I spoke about the judge telling Ghetts and his defense team that they have time to provide their character references and evidence that may help Ghetts' court case. All right, let me just continue this. This evidence will be presented in court to the judge in order for Ghetts to receive a reduced/minimal sentence if the evidence provided is strong enough, as these vital pieces of information will have an impact on the sentence given by the judge. The judge has already taken into consideration that Ghetts has pleaded guilty, which will benefit him in relation to the amount of jail time he will be given. Now, that is the update for today as to why the court case was postponed and why you didn't see it everywhere online, because obviously they didn't have the information, as no one reported on it because it was postponed, and so everyone kind of just left it as that, all the blog pages and all of that. But obviously, because I got this information, I thought I'll just put this out, even though, you know, it's not the sentencing. Obviously, everyone wants to know what he's given, because everyone was saying, what will he get? How long will he get? And all of these questions. I don't have the answers for that, innit? So just like everyone else, I'm waiting. But obviously, I did have this, so it's only right that I explained to you what had happened today in relation to the court case. But next month he's going to be sentenced. Hopefully they gather all the information that they can get, the character references and all the evidence, whatever it is they need to provide in court to the judge to assist them, and that will just, you know, yeah, that will just wrap everything up. But yeah, with that being said, myself, Rage, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Remember one thing only, God is the greatest. Oh yeah, and stay protected. Jesus walks, them man close the mouth when I speak. I got the keys, voice of the streets.